What's up, everybody? BDO44 coming at you with another video. So, real quick, I know a lot of people see my videos and they think, this guy is hard on his Laker team. How is he telling everybody that we need to throw the whole team away after a win? I saw that online. I posted on Facebook, throw the whole team away. And I had a guy, one of my longtime followers, put the angry sign on the thing, and he said, but we just won the game. I'm like, bro, I understand that, but I have to express this on the channel, I guess, as I did in that post, because at the end of the day, I don't want people to get things confused about me. I am not a rah fan. Not at all. No. My brain doesn't allow me to work that way. If you guys follow this channel and you listen to me rant about the Lakers, I'm not just some lazy-minded fan who's just going to support everything that the Lakers do, whether they doing right or doing wrong. No, the way my brain works is I'm solution-based as it pertains to seeing problems and wanting them fixed and using my voice to make them fixed. I'm the guy who, if the Lakers hear what I have to say enough, they either going to get tired enough to do something about it, or they're going to try to shut me up, because I'm that type of fan. It doesn't mean I don't love the team. It means I do love the team, and I ain't giving them no passes. We're a championship caliber organization at all times. That's who I was raised to be. I started liking this team in 1994 when we weren't so good, but I understood what it was I was signing up for. We're championship winners. When I was a little bitty kid, I remember watching Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the finals against the Celtics. I was too little to understand what was going on, but my mom just happened to watch the game because it was the best thing smoking. It was showtime. I didn't become a fan until after that, but when I did become a fan, I remembered that moment very well. It was vivid in my mind. That purple and gold meant something. It always has. So I knew I was joining a team that had, 11 NBA championships at the time, something like that, before the Kobe and Shaq era. And I knew that off top, all we care about is winning championships. I knew that at 9 years old. So now, as a grown man, watching this team after 5 NBA championships, of celebrations, and 7 NBA finals, I don't give a damn about one win. I don't care. Fam, I don't care about no one win. If I see problems on that floor that continue to happen, no matter what, I want to see changes, whether we won a game or lost a game. And what I saw last night against the New York Knicks was a continuation of the same issues we always have. That didn't change because we went up against a New York Knicks team that has their own issues and couldn't take advantage of the fact that we weren't able to, play our best. They didn't walk through the door. If y'all know me, I always say, Frank is going to leave the door open for you if you're going to walk through it or not. They didn't walk through it. It didn't mean that door wasn't wide open. They had every opportunity to win that game. That's unacceptable. That's what I'm talking about. I'm playing for a championship. I'm talking for a championship. I'm rooting for a championship. I don't give no dams about 40-win seasons and maybe making the playoffs or the play-in tournament and rah. I don't give a damn about, and I say this respectfully, this year's team as it pertains to any player, one player, and he's playing well and that's all that matters. I don't care about that. I'm a team fan. I'm a fan of a franchise. I am not a fan of a player. And I've seen so many players come in and out of these lineups wearing this purple and gold till I don't get attached to no damn body. You can get rid of everybody and bring back some people who can win if you can't get that out of this team. And I'm always going to say that. I always have said that. So, yes, I root for the team. I rooted for Robert Sacre. I wanted to see him succeed. I rooted for Kwame Brown. I wanted to see him succeed. I rooted for Pau Gasol. I wanted to see him succeed. It don't matter whether they were successful or not. I'm always looking for the people who are wearing purple and gold to play well. But if they're not, I'm not going to sit up here with no positive attitude. It's not how my brain works. If they're not playing well, I'm saying put some guys in the uniform that can. Put some guys in the uniform that's going to represent us properly. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm about. I don't give no damn about any one player's name on the back of the jersey. I never will. Never, ever, ever. If you playing well and you representing this purple and gold like you're supposed to, then I want you to stay and I want you to have a nice long career here. If you're not, or if we got a coach down there that's doing all kinds of inept stuff, I want him gone. I ain't never going to change. I'm not the rah-rah dude. Don't come to this channel talking about The Lakers won, so I guess everything's great. Like, hell no, it's not. If the Lakers didn't play well enough for us to win a championship that season, because I'm a big picture guy, I'm not looking at one win, I'm looking at 82 plus playoffs. If we ain't doing the type of things, if we're not establishing the type of habits that help us win, I don't care nothing about keeping you on this squad at all. I'm not going to support ineptitude. I'm not going to champion mediocrity. I'm not going to just look at a team and say, we support who's in the uniform while they're here. We're going to give them encouragement. There are fans for that. And they got fans for what it is that I do as well. We all matter. We all make up Laker Nation. There's room for everybody. There's room for the guys who are casuals, even though a lot of real Laker diehards don't appreciate casuals. I think casuals are people who help make us the greatest NBA franchise in the league. If we didn't have a bunch of bandwagon dudes that only care about LeBron, or a bunch of bandwagon dudes that only care about this year's team or what have you, we would be a regular franchise. It's that fame, it's that attraction that makes us who we are. But make no mistake about it, you got me here too. The diehard, blue collar, don't have the money to go to the game, but definitely is invested just the same. I exist. And I ain't giving nobody no passes. Ever. Ever. So we're clear. It don't mean that I'm going to take pride in complaining, because to be honest with you, I don't like hearing myself complain. And this season, I've done a lot more complaining than I care to have done. Just keep it a buck. I'd like to be a lot more positive than this team has allowed me to be. But I got to tell you guys, a lot of that has to do with stuff that ain't really got nothing to do with the Lakers. I'm going through what I'm going through in my life. And yeah, it's hard talking good about a team that's not playing well when you already got other stuff going on. But make no mistake about it, even if life was rosy and beautiful, I would still have the same attitude, because at the end of the day, that's what I'm about. Seeing improvement and maintaining excellence. Excellence. Not, yeah, let's root for everybody. Oh no, forget you. You're not giving the props to the players. We just won a game. Well, did the players play well enough to beat everybody? Did we play up to our level for which we know we can play? Those are the two questions I'll ask you. And if you say yes, then I will explain to you what I see, and we can have a debate about that. I ain't see the Lakers that I expected to see at the beginning of the season yesterday against the New York Knicks. Now, that doesn't mean that there's not a lot of things that went into that and why that is the case. And I can break that down too. I'm smart enough to see that. But at the same time, it's like, we need to be playing for championships all the time. It's what we're about, and it's how things are going. Is that always possible? Of course not. But we need to be on the path to get there. That's why I was so happy with the young kids. Because even though we weren't playing for a championship, you could see that with all of the assets that we had, we were on the path to get there. You feel me? I rooted for Larry Nance Jr. and Julius Randle and Brandon Ingram, and I wouldn't erase that era for nothing in the world. Now I got understanding of all these players all over the league who've played for the Lakers. That was a fun era for me. I had a great time when we sucked that bad, when we were in the lottery every year. That's one of my favorite Laker eras. So I don't want people to think that just because I'm saying what I'm saying, that when we're not very good, there isn't stuff to root for, because, man, I had a hell of a lot of fun over the last 6 years watching these youngsters come through here, and we weren't even making the playoffs. So I'm that fan too. There's balance. But at the end of the day, are we headed there, or are we stuck in this place where we can't get there? If we're stuck in a place where we can't get there, then we need to talk about how we're going to get ourselves out of that situation. And that's exactly what I feel we may be at right now. In a place where we just can't get better. Aren't good enough to win it. And on top of that, there's ineptitude that I think is just shown on a regular basis based on some of the choices of our coaching staff and the roster itself. So, yeah, man, I wanted to clarify that. There's room for every type of fan. Unfortunately, for those who really, really, really want to just root for the Lakers and hate the fact that anybody would dare talk bad about anybody who wears the uniform, unfortunately for y'all, you ain't gonna like me. I'm gonna be somebody you don't like very much. But at the end of the day, understand this. I'm always thinking about how we can be our best. I'm always thinking about how we can hoist that Larry O at the end of the year. And if we're not on that path, I would like to be on the path to where we're developing players and seeing them reach their best potential in this uniform. Those are two things I can champion for sure. If we're not in either one of those places, I'm not going to be a very happy fan, man. And that's what BDF 44 is about. So, yeah, just want to clarify that. I ain't no rah-rah guy. I'm not just, oh, the Lakers, I'm not that kind of stupid. I'm sorry. I wasn't given that type of brain. The type of brain I have is, look, this is what's wrong. This is what needs to be fixed. This is how you do it. If you can't do that, then I'm probably mad at you. Period. That's BDL 44 for you. Thanks for watching.